Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the TEKS tools, specifically how we can use a number line to represent fractions, and we'll do it in 5 minutes or less. So when we first learned about number lines in kindergarten and first grade, we were using them to count whole numbers, and we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Well, when we start exploring fractions in third grade, we can represent them with number lines as well. What we need to do, though, is we need to take this big jump between 0 and 1, and we need to break it up into smaller pieces. And so we're going to call these smaller pieces tick marks. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one tick mark halfway in between 0 and 1. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each of these, I'm going to break those into half. And then I'm going to do it one last time. I'm going to take each of these halves, break the half into a half. So I've done it 3 times. And so we might get a problem like this. And we might say, what is this point on the number line? What does that represent as a fraction? Well, we need to do two things. We need to realize that our fraction has a number on the top and a number on the bottom, and they each have a special name. So this is the numerator, and that's our top number, and this is our bottom number. We call it the denominator. And we can count them two different ways. So the denominator is a total number of spaces. So let's see how many spaces we have. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 spaces, and that's going to be our denominator because that represents how many total sections there are between 0 and 1. Now, the top number, our numerator, that is our going to be the number of tick marks over from 0. So if we count, we've got 1, and we can actually write this as 1/8. This is our second one, and that's 2/8. That's our third one, that's 3/8. That's our fourth tick mark, 4/8. That's our fifth, 5/8. 6. That's the one we're looking for. So let's make this 6/8. 7, 7/8. Now this is our eighth one. We can count 1 as either one whole or 8/8. We can also kind of do the same thing over here. We can count that as 0 or 0/8. So this point on our number line represents 6/8. So we can use a number line to represent fractions. We can also use a number line to generate equivalent fractions. So how do we find a fraction that is equivalent to 6/8? Well, there's two ways we can do it. One way is we split them up into smaller sections. We can take each of these pieces and cut each in half, and that would get us an equivalent fraction. But in the third grade, our denominators only go to 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8. So another way we can do it is we can group them into bundles. And since this is an even number, I can put them in bundles of 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 groups, and that's the first separation, the second separation. You notice right there, I've got that same point. So I took each of these eighths, I put 2 of them together, and I clumped them together, and they made fourths. And so 6/8 is equal to 3/4. And then we can also use it to compare fractions. So I like to do that with 2 different number lines. So I'm going to draw a separate number line underneath here. And I want to compare either 3/4 or 6/8, those are equal, with 1/2. So I want my number lines to be even. I'm going to put my 0 and 1 in the same spot. And I just need to make 1/2. Well, that means the denominator is 2, so I need 2 equal pieces. And I need to choose that first tick mark after 0. So that's going to be my 1/2 right here. So here's my 1/2. And if I look, it's over not quite as much as that 6/8 or 3/4. So I can say 1/2 is less than 6/8.